Hello everybody, the Shadowlands Death Rising pre-patch event is finally live ahead of the game's release later this month. I think it's the 24th, although it's the 23rd in NA, so just to be aware when the game actually releases by going to the website and figuring that stuff out. So we got about 2 weeks of pre-patch stuff to enjoy. So this event adds quite a few cool new things that you can go and do within the game, including a Scourge invasion, which if you played World of Warcraft back when Wrath of the Lich King was getting ready to release, it'll feel a little familiar. Basically, players can get infected with the Scourge, which is what causes things to become undead, and they get resurrected. Like, basically they have a minute countdown before they die and get resurrected as a ghoul, which they can go and infect other players and NPCs with. And it's really, really cool because it's this limited time event where chaos is going to ensue in capital cities, and I think that that is a lot of fun. Like, my memory of the Wrath of the Lich King launch event is very good. I think even though everything was chaotic, and if you wanted to do particular things in the major capital cities like Orgrimmar or Stormwind, I swear it was impossible. But that's totally fine because, you know, it's only going to last a tiny little bit. So enjoy it while it lasts rather than kind of poo-pooing on it. But outside of that, yeah, there's some really cool things that you get to do in this event, which is what we're going to talk about. And also, just a heads up, later this week, I will be putting out my my interface masterclass video going over how to set up your interface properly. I'm still tweaking things because I swear all of my add-ons that I use are like finally getting their major updates for Shadowlands, so everything's kind of culminating and I'm getting that all cleaned up. But later this week we'll actually have the official video for that, how to set up your interface perfectly, like the way that you want it to be, and an efficient way to set it up with basically the ideas that I have in mind for how to set up a good interface that's not going to be distracting and will work for every spec. So like whether you're a tank, a healer, or a DPS. Now, with all that said, let's talk about this invasion event. So when you log into your level 50 character, you're going to automatically get a quest when you log in for this event, and it's going to send you to your capital city, and from there you're going to go on like a breadcrumb kind of thing where you're going to figure out information on, oh, there's this upcoming invasion, possibly, like what's happening, and you're basically just kind of sorting out the information there. But then it will send you on a quest line to eventually go attack and kill Nathanos Blightcaller, which is, if you're unfamiliar with the events over the last, I don't know, 3 expansions, then basically he's just a giant boob and we're going to kill him, which is totally fine. I like it, but it'll send you to the Eastern Plaguelands, and he is a world boss there, which means that you'll get there and there's going to be a bunch of people there killing him. The reason why, outside of getting the quest complete, is because he drops item level 115 gear, which is actually quite good for catch-up gear. You can get weapons and stuff off of him, and you can actually kind of farm him out a bit. You can, you know, return to him at a later point and obviously get more gear off of him, depending on if you're locked out from him or not. And I think that that is really, really cool because, say you know, have a fresh level 50 character that you recently leveled up, because right now is like the best time to level in WoW. With the 16th anniversary going on, you get an additional 16% XP bonus, and you can get that, you know, if you're not playing WoW right now and you log in right now, you'll have mail. You go get the mail, and even if you make a new character, you'll have, you know, mail where you go get this buff and you can put it on yourself. So essentially, if you're leveling a character right now, it's freaking fantastic to do, even with the Scourge invasion event. Just avoid the capital cities as much as you can during these crazy Scourge stuff, but leading up to Shadowlands, like, this is the perfect time to level. Anyway, so essentially he'll drop really good gear, and there's other gear that you can get from essentially daily quests. But eventually, once you kill him, it will send you on a quest to go to Icecrown, up to the Argent tournament area, and there's a couple quests that you'll have to do there before you can unlock the daily quests. But the daily quests are basically like, you know, they're just random little things to go do in Icecrown. uh, unfortunately, they're not super exciting, but as you're doing those quests, the rewards for them are going to be accommodations. And then when you're killing things, you're also going to be gaining these resources, which will allow you to gain more accommodations, essentially. And this currency that you're getting, these accommodations, are used to buy item level 100 gear. So if you have a fresh level 50 and you don't want to like go get a bunch of Battle for Azeroth gear, you can easily just go get this catch-up gear. And I think that that is awesome. Like, this is the perfect way to start Shadowlands if you're returning to the game, or you're trying to gear up some alts in preparation, or maybe you haven't ever played World of Warcraft before. Like, now is the perfect time to jump in to get yourself ready for the new expansion to hit, and then you can play along with everybody else. So yeah, essentially you're going to be getting these accommodations. The accommodations can be used to buy gear. They can also be used to buy a little pet. It's like a Geist pet, which is, it's fine. It is what it is. If you're into battle pets in WoW, I'm sure you'll be excited for it. Now, while you're doing this stuff in Icecrown, you're going to be wanting to keep an eye out on your map, because there will be rare spawns that spawn in depending on where they are on the map. It'll show up as a little icon. Additionally, if you really are into wanting to farm out these rare spawns, you can go and download Handy Notes, which is just basically an add-on, but they have one specifically for this event, which will help you out. You can either check Wowhead for that kind of information, or you can just jump on and, you know, search your favorite add-on browser and be able to find that add-on for it. But these rare spawns are actually really nice because they drop 110 item level catch-up gear. So just 5 item levels off of what Nathanos drops for his handful of items that he drops. But you're able to go and get these individual pieces. You don't have a 100% chance that they will drop. It's just a chance that they will drop. And on top of that, there's also a guy that if you kill, he has a chance of dropping a 34 slot bag. It is unique, so you can only get one of them per character, and it is kind of a relatively low percentage chance to drop. But if you do get it, that's a free 34 slot bag, which is really nice, again, for new characters. And just to be clear, all of this that I'm talking about is stuff that you can log in and do like right now. If you have a level 50 character, you can go and do all of this pre-patch event stuff and get this gear. So if you have like level 50 alts, you can get them geared up. Or if you're just, again, new to the game, you can log in for the first time ever and go and level up a character in a mere matter of hours, essentially, up to level 50, which is currently the max level. 60 will be the max level once Shadowlands releases at the end of this month. But you could just go in and do all this stuff right now. However, there is going to be additional stuff to do next week. So next Tuesday, which is the second week of this event, a new quest part will unlock, and you'll be able to go and do some of that and get additional rewards from it. And if you're really hurting for getting these accommodations in order to purchase this level up gear, or this catch up gear, essentially, then you can actually go farm out stuff and just go kill stuff in Icecrown, and everything has a chance to drop the stuff that you need in order to get accommodations. So if you really want to farm it out, you can. Otherwise, you just go log into your character, you follow the quest line through, you do the Nathanos stuff, you go to Icecrown, you push through, you get that quest series done, you unlock the world quests, then you do the world quest, and then you come back each day on that character just to do the world quests, and you'll be able to get a significant amount of these accommodations in order to get the catch-up gear or the pet or whatever. And each set of gear, I should mention, because this is something I enjoy about the game, does have a different transmog than some of the other items from the past. So essentially, it's using a recolored variation of like the season 1 PvP gear, which is totally fine. It is what it is. But if you want to fill out that transmog, you could go and buy these pieces. So even if you don't need the gear and you're like me and you like making your character look cool, then you can easily just jump in there and fill out the transmogs for each individual set. So there's like a cloth of leather, a mail, and a plate set, of course. But that's it. I just wanted to remind everybody that the pre-patch event went live today, because I think, one, it's one of those unique things that if you don't get in on it now and people talk about it in the future, you're going to feel left out. And that's never a good feeling when it comes to a game where it's very social and there's a lot of stuff going on. And two, you know, it's just to remind people like, hey, Shadowlands, for what it is worth and for what we can tell from the testing and everything, that it's actually going to be a really good expansion. It's going to be like Legion, and everybody, despite having their issues, their individual issues with Legion, whether it be with the way that you acquired legendaries or being locked into artifacts or whatever, everybody looks back at that expansion quite fondly. Between the raids, the dungeons, the everything about it was really quite good. And this looks like it's going to be another one of those expansions. So if you're returning to WoW, this is a perfect time to do it. If you've never played WoW, this is absolutely the perfect time to do it, especially because you get that XP boost, that 16% that you can get from the anniversary stuff, because it is the 16th anniversary of WoW. But keep an eye out on the channel for the interface masterclass video coming out this week. And that way you can get everything set up and make your interface look super beautiful and be really, really functional by the time Shadowlands comes out in not too long. It's 2 weeks. It's creeping up on us. Oh my goodness. And Diablo Season 22 launches the weekend before that. Oh, I'm going to be so tired, but I'm going to be quite happy. And then that just leads into the Cyberpunk launch in December. Oh, it's a good time to play games, I'll tell you what. Thank you everybody for watching, and we shall see you guys next time.